Have you ever thought about starting your own podcast? Well, when Joseph and I were trying to get this podcast off the ground, we had a lot of questions. How do we record an episode? How do we get our shows into all the apps people are listening to? How do we even make money on our own podcast? The answer to every one of these questions is really simple. Anchor. Anchor is a one-stop shop for recording, hosting, and distributing your podcast. Best of all, it's 100% free and ridiculously easy to use. And now, Anchor can match you with your great sponsors who want to advertise on your podcast. That means you can get paid to podcast your way. In fact, that's what I'm doing right now by recording this ad.
We use Anchor as our main hub to post our podcast and love that it has a feature to distribute the podcast to all other platforms for us. Anchor is a great tool for any podcast beginner. So, if you've always wanted to start a podcast and make money doing it, go to anchor.fm/start to join me and the diverse community of podcasters already using Anchor. That's anchor.fm/start. I can't wait to hear your podcast. We're live. What's up? What's up? What's up? You've been mic'd family. How are you guys? It's your host, Joey Colello, and joining me in the studio today is MICD MAFIA.
Hey.
Selena, Brian, Ryan, and Robbie. What's up, man?
What's going on, Joey?
It's your first time in, huh?
Yeah, I'm kind of nervous.
Why?
Welcome to the table.
Big dick.
It's called
Bob.
the round table.
It is a round table discussion.
Round table.
Well, this is a
discussion.
rectangle.
Round.
The table's a rectangle, but it's called.
Not a flat table, a round.
Ooh,
Wow.
why do they call it a flat table?
Starting already. Hold on, guys. So today we're going to be covering, obviously, a couple topics like flat Earth, some conspiracy theories, the rich born rich, your average Joe. And you know what? We might even bring in the top 5 rappers.
Wow.
We'll see how much we can get to. But before we go over there, we got a new giveaway that we're going to be dropping probably Monday, which is tomorrow. It's 2 $25 Amazon gift cards.
That's $50.
It's $50, but there's a lot of rules. So we'll give it 2 weeks, see how it goes, and we'll go from there. So the first rule is you must like the post on Instagram, which will be posted after this recording. 2, you must be following Selena at Selena Bina.
No.
Go ahead, say it.
At __ Selena Bina with 2 A's at the end.
You must be following Ryan. What's your Instagram?
RYN Griffin.
You must be following at Maddie Ray 13. You must be following also me at 25 Legacy. You also must be following at You've Been Mic'd, our Instagram. Okay. You must also subscribe to our site. And lastly, comment with a checkmark emoji.
Wow.
On the post.
That's big.
But
On the post on Instagram.
the post on Instagram, not
But
Facebook. Instagram.
You're winning money.
But you're winning money. $25 to Amazon.
Work
Do
for
it.
that money.
And if we only get a couple people, we'll only do one $50 giveaway.
Okay.
Sound good? Sound good. Cool. All right. So, again, become a supporter. Sign up. Become a member. Anything helps to get bigger giveaways. We can bring on more guests. We can bring out different topics that you guys want to hear. So, please follow, rate, listen, and subscribe. So, last but not least, let's get some flat Earth in.
Wow.
So, let's
We
bring it
started
right
off
in.
with a bang. Huh?
Yeah, bring it in. Flat Earth.
Big Bang
Wait.
Theory.
Okay.
First, what is everyone voting? Round Earth or flat Earth?
The Earth is round.
Round.
Changed my mind, Rob.
I say
Stuck in the
round.
middle.
I want Rob to change my mind because I'm a rounder. I'm a rounder.
A rounder.
Everyone here is a rounder.
But that's all we've been taught.
Mm-hmm.
So I would like our main man Robbie over here to educate us a little and see where we go. So what do you got for us?
I don't really.
What got you
I-
What got you thinking about flat Earth?
Just like my normal day to day, like everything was like just doesn't make sense to me. Like my eyes are telling me like everything looks flat. Like you go to the beach, you go up in a plane, like everything is always like perfectly dead. Like the whole horizon is perfect.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like that things were definitely like starting to not make
Match up.
sense.
Did
So,
someone like spark your interest about flat Earth or?
I forgot where I saw it, but then I just started like doing my own research, And
How long have you been a flat earther?
I've been for maybe about like 5 years.
And you're
Wow.
convinced?
5 years.
Jeez.
I heard it
Convinced.
and just I haven't been able to prove of the roundness.
Okay.
All right.
So
all right.
you can find more facts on flat Earth than round Earth.
It's
Is what
harder
you're
to
saying.
prove that the Earth is round than it is to prove that it's flat.
So then, how do?
How would you
go
prove
ahead.
it
So,
to me?
so how can we? How do you?
Let's hear some of these theories.
Sunsets. How does that happen? Why is it? Why
Gravity.
is California, 6 hours behind? It's dark there and
3.
it's light here. Whatever. Vegas is 6 hours.
3.
But is it?
Yeah.
All right,
Either
whatever.
way, why is it
Whatever it
light
is.
here and dark
it's
there?
6,
Because it's not as far away as they said. It's a lot closer, and it's more of like a centralized light. So like if you put a flashlight like on a wall.
But do you believe in the sun?
Yeah, I believe in the sun.
Go ahead, let him finish. So what's this flashlight thing? Go ahead, keep going.
So picture a flashlight, like the sun and the moon are yin and yang on 2 separate sides. So picture just having a flashlight like risen above
Mhm.
and going around in a circle.
So that's how you think it's going.
So you think the Earth is flat and then the sun just hovers
Or-
above everything and goes
it
in a
goes
circle?
around us, yeah.
So that's how you would explain the sun in California. But I don't know.
So then,
But how
It's
do you
like more
explain
like
like a
a sun-
shadow? Like how does a shadow project on the floor and like opposite of the sun?
Or think of how they used to tell time back in the day. What is it, a sundial?
Sundial.
sundial.
Yeah.
But to his
Only-
point, he's saying that the sun's moving. So
Yes.
that's
But how do you
Fair.
so does
They
this,
have
the
videos
light
on YouTube
tilt
where-
this way to change the shadow of us? But it'd be different somewhere else.
Yeah.
But everyone's shadow, if it's 12 o'clock and you're standing,
So you're like if someone's in Florida or someone's in like Maine, you're talking about?
yeah, the shadows are different. They're not all straight up. It's not, when it's 12 o'clock on the same time zone, the shadow is going to be straight down. But if it's somewhere else, say we're in California and Florida, the shadow, if the sun is up at that time in California and Florida, the shadow would be projecting at a different spot than it would be in Florida.
See that?
Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, what? So you've told me, we've talked about this before, me and you, and you've come out with these facts that make me think. Not, I don't know if they're facts, theories, whatever
like
you want
just
to call
some
them.
things like I could throw off the top of my head, like what started getting me, like I was like I was thinking like driving in a car and I was like, what if a helicopter were to go up 100 feet and just hover there for 12 hours? Don't you think the Earth would like move and they would land at a totally different spot?
No.
Have you guys ever thought of that?
They're still,
I never thought of that.
we're in the Earth's
Yeah, but you're-
inertia.
yeah, exactly.
We're in the
So
rotation.
they say, but we feel so still, don't we?
Okay, so wait.
You jump on
Yeah,
a
it's-
bus. You're on a bus. You're in row 4. You jump up and down. You're staying in row 4. You're not moving up. If the bus is moving,
Yeah,
it's the inertia of the bus. It's the same thing with the Earth.
but I don't know, if you're on a bus, you're going 60 miles an hour. You're
body's still
you're
moving.
moving, as opposed to.
We're
being
moving
stationary.
we're moving fast.
Spur-
I would think that the Earth would move. I don't know.
Okay,
But
so wait.
we don't feel like we're moving though.
Right, it's a slow rotation.
Yeah.
When
Very
you
slow.
and I went to Dominican and we were on a ship, the one guy pointed out to us, say we're standing at the beach and a ship sails off, we eventually lose sight of that.
Right.
Would they say
So-
that? So, if you take like an ant on an
perspective.
orange, and you take a picture of him behind the orange, you can't see it. But then it looks like he's rising from the ground.
Right, because
That's how they're saying you would see a boat far,
right,
like
like
a
the horizon,
ship
it
far
comes
away.
Yeah,
up.
it's
because
perspective. So.
Or
you-
like-
it's gonna go like this, far away, and you can't see it because your eyes.
But okay,
Obviously
so
can't
think
see
think
that
of
far.
this. So same thing if it's flat. If you're at the base of a tree and you look straight out, you see as much as you see, right? Then you climb to the top of that tree, say it's 6-7 foot. Now I see 10 times more than what I saw before. You know what I mean? So I feel like if the Earth was flat,
But is that blockage or is that
no, we'll just
clear
say
sight?
open land, a tree in the middle of the Earth. The Earth is, you're saying the Earth is flat, right?
Mm-hmm.
If I'm standing at the base, whether I'm standing at the base or the top, I should still be able to see, say, Utah, for all I know,
Mm-hmm.
because it's just straight.
I see. And then you have also said that we're not programmed, but
Brainwash.
brainwashed in a way with commercials. Tell how.
It's been engraved in our heads ever since we were in schools. It's in every single classroom from pre-K till.
But it's the same thing as
graduate.
math. Explain math. 4 + 4 is 8. We know that.
Yeah.
We know the Earth is round. We've been learning this since we were 4
We've
years
been told
old.
this.
So have we ever been to the moon?
So is 8? What is math then?
Math
Is that false?
Math? What do you mean? Math is math. Math is the
So
same every time.
science is science.
But science is a group of predictions and hypotheses until
That
they're
are then proven.
Proven.
Yes.
Has the world been proven to be round?
Or did somebody say, "Oh yeah, we know this is round and we know it's this big," but how do you know that person is actually like a credible person?
So what
that
about
he
pictures of
didn't-
other planets or the moons that those planets have? Because each planet has however many moons to that planet, and then even there's those moons who have even other moons attached to those moons. You know, does that make sense? That makes
Yeah.
sense, right? So, you know, if we're looking at Saturn, Saturn's round. So what would
So you're
make
saying like, why are we flat and everything else is round?
correct? Are you saying those are flat too?
No, those are round. I think. I don't even know. Like,
One thing that has gotten me, like I said, I believe.
I don't think you can get to those places.
Why?
I don't think you can. Same with we've never been to the moon. I guess you could say.
That's what I was just gonna bring
I
up.
don't think we can get to space.
I
think it's all a lie.
There was a shadow
It's like
and
NASA's extorting us.
the flag was blowing in the wind. There's no wind on the moon.
That's all faked. But
Was
why
there
are
a
they
video
faking it?
clip of that?
Why do
I
they
don't
gotta
recall
fake
seeing
it
a
though?
video clip
If
of
they
that.
got these Hubble telescopes and all these crazy Mars rovers and shit, why do they gotta fake a video?
The flag was not heavy enough. Like the material on the flag, it just was floating while the pole was stuck in. That's why it looked, because there was no gravity, so it was
Okay.
floating. You know what I mean?
I said, yeah.
It's not
Like I
blowing,
said,
it's just
I could
floating.
be
Right.
Like either way, I could be convinced.
If you watched if you look at a lot of the videos, they show like the landing thing, like landing
yeah.
to the moon. There's no like blast crater. There's no when they have like the landing things on
Yeah.
the like actual
camera?
moon. There's no dust on the landing stuff or nothing. Like it looks pristine.
Like
Almost
clean,
like a
like it
layer.
was clean.
Like a layer.
before.
But if
It's
there's no
layered on.
gravity, would there be dust? Because everything's just.
That's another thing. There's no jet propulsion in space. So all those videos you see where they have this thing flying with the rockets going in space,
Yeah.
it doesn't work in space.
Why is that?
There's no air. Everything pushes off of air for the propulsion.
So there would be no combustion.
It's
or-
didn't they
momentum.
find
When there's
plan-
no
I mean, this
gravity,
isn't
it's all
Earth.
based off momentum.
So do they shut their the engines off and just kind of
But they
get
show
into Earth's orbit?
them blasting through space with these rockets.
But that's through our ozone, isn't it? Isn't it? Because I know each tier that it shoots off, parts of the.
It lets
Rocket,
go of
yeah.
layers.
It lets
It
go of
burns-
it.
burns
So
off.
then
per
when it
layer.
gets to space, you're saying it just floats?
It's
I think
using its
if-
How
momentum
does it
from the Earth to travel through space.
The momentum, the gravitational
Like
pull.
if you throw a
Like a
ball in
boomerang or
Earth, it'll
something.
keep moving.
And once it gets out of the atmosphere, it'll just keep going at this.
Then can
and
you
then how do they get
explain?
back home then?
They redirect. If they land,
They
then they
put the-
push off that. They use whatever gravity is on that landing spot.
And do you believe that there's people actually floating around Earth's orbit in the space station?
You're
That's gotta
asking me?
suck.
Anyone?
That's gotta suck, honestly.
I would never go. If they
I
said
would
you
never
guys
go
can
either.
Go,
No, never.
never.
Would
People
you go
probably
for a
get
certain
paid.
amount of money?
People get
To where
make bank
space?
doing
Yeah.
that. 100%.
But you have to work
Test
there
dummy.
for 5 years.
You're there for years. Exactly.
I'll go.
But only for $1 million.
I'll go for free.
You'll go
I
for
mean,
free?
pay me to work,
You're
obviously,
crazy.
but I'll just like if you go
5 years.
Selena,
oh,
you want to
$1
go up
million?
in space? Oh fuck yeah!
5 years,
I
$1
want to go
million.
in space.
5 years, 1 mil.
That's 200,000 a year.
But no
Why
gym.
wouldn't you just want to go
no
for
gym,
free?
You do it?
No gym.
100%.
You're in one room
Yeah, 5 years away from everything.
with 3 dudes.
3 dudes.
It's an experience. You don't want to go for the experience. I just want to go to be like,
Not with 3
yeah, I saw
dudes.
Earth. I literally. Well, okay, that's your opinion, but I would
About
like.
5 years.
I'd have a whole lot of
So?
lotion.
It's a long time.
I want to see
A
our
lot happens
Earth
in
from the
5 years.
space. I want to see the other planets. I want to see Moon. I want to see all that.
I don't know. Back
No,
back to this notebook he brought. What do you got in this notebook?
I don't have much. I just got.
I just want to. I want to hear some.
They say that for every mile you go out, you could like calculate it to see like how much curvature.
Like a bullet when you shoot a gun.
No,
It-
like let's say
it eventually-
no, like let's say something is 45 miles away across the river. You can calculate curvature in that. So like they say it's 8 inches per mile squared. So like as you go further, it should be 8 inches. You know what I mean? Whatever
Yeah.
the equation is, but it's not. Yeah, or bigger than they're saying it is. Maybe there's more land or something that they're hiding, but like you said with the boat going away,
Mm-hmm.
it just if your eyes can't see it, if you took a telescope or something, it'll come right back.
Eventually, but still, even so
You just
far.
gotta zoom in.
if he's-
That boat will come right back into view.
No. So you have a telescope, right? That telescope can already see, say, 20 times farther than what I see. But after that 20 times farther, you're not going to see
But
it
you
anymore.
shouldn't even be able to see it. It should be below the curve. Why are you still able to see it? It should be.
Well, I'm saying
way
after
below.
that, you're not going to see it anymore.
But why are we still seeing it?
Well, what I'm saying is after it's at that mark, you're not going to see it. So yes, you're going to see it so far, but then it's going to,
It should
even
be
with
gone,
the telescope,
it should be
you
gone
wouldn't
way
see it.
before that. It should be gone like within the 20 miles. You should already not be able to
You're
see
saying
it.
because it's because of the curve.
Because.
But
of
do you
the
know
curve.
how big the ocean
Yeah,
is?
that's what I'm saying, right?
Yeah.
You know how far that fucking is?
Kind of curve you're talking about is something that would be a lot shorter.
How
That
do
makes no sense.
Well, how do you explain waterfalls then? If we were flat, we wouldn't have waterfalls then, correct or incorrect?
No, you can still have waterfalls.
How? It's flat
Elevation.
land.
Elevation in the land.
What about?
Planes.
I'm trying to connect to something
Like
I can't think
pilots
right
say
now.
they don't incorporate the curvature when they're flying. They don't have to keep aiming the plane down a little bit to keep up with it. It's just
It's
they-
gravity.
they just go flat.
It's gravity.
But and what's this thing back with airports and airplanes? You can't fly so far. You're saying?
With the airplanes?
Yeah, like you can't go into Alaska or something. You were saying?
Oh yeah, you can't. Nobody can go to
Like Antarctica?
Antarctica.
How come?
They just won't let you go to explore there.
No one. Like I'm sure
Have
someone
can
you ever
look it
watched
up.
Well,
Planet
people
Earth?
live there.
People
in
go.
Antarctica.
The
Don't
crew
they?
goes to
No, I don't
Antarctica
think
to
so.
see the wildlife there.
Yeah, but you can't go.
We can't visit. Who wants to
can't
visit
go
there?
and-
It's like negative 40 degrees.
But
But there's people who have done research there for polar bears in Antarctica.
Polar bears, penguins.
Yeah, so people have had to have gone there to do the research that they have done on the animals that we have. At least that aspect of it.
Did they just research the animals or did they go there?
Well, I mean, there's clippage of people who do documentaries on animals. You know, so are they saying... So
Maybe they're in the inn.
In the what?
On the inside. In the
Inside
inn.
of what?
I don't know. Listen,
I mean,
I just want to be convinced.
listen, there's all different opinions, and I feel like everyone should respect everyone else's opinion, but it is what it is. Like, you'll have your beliefs, I'll have my beliefs at the end
Oh
of the
yeah,
day.
that's
But Rob, to your point, this is the Earth right here, right? So are we like the base of everything? Is it like Earth and then all the planets above us, everything is above us, the sun, everything
Yeah,
else, just straight up?
That's what
So what's below us?
Yeah, that's my point.
I don't know.
Explain like the equator then.
Right. He obviously doesn't believe there's an equator.
The southern hemisphere, like the flight patterns aren't lining up. They're hiding definitely something with that. You could look it up online. They always gotta have you transferring flights to kind of hide, because like you should be able to just go from like here to here if you wanted to go to like Australia. You know
Right.
what I mean? From
Right.
South America or something. You know?
So it says you're saying just take one plane to go there. They're saying they don't do that.
Yeah, they would make you take like another connecting flight
Mhm.
to It's like so weird. If you look it up, it's crazy. Like it doesn't even make sense.
Well, in that case, like pilots have laws. They're only allowed to fly a certain time, or else it's not safe. Like you're only allowed to
When
have
you
like an
pilot,
18-hour flight
yeah.
and you're done. You can't fly like more than twice a week or some shit.
Right. You know, when your pilot passing out.
Yeah, that
Yeah, I
wouldn't be
don't
cool.
want my passing out.
We just that's like we hit a lot of turbulence on our flight yesterday. It was scary. What is turbulence? But that shit was scaring the hell out of me.
Wind.
It's wind and
Wind.
and clouds and
But it's not the whole flight. It's only parts of the flight.
Yeah, it's just like a little patch that it hit, you know?
But what? How? All right, that's whatever. It blows my mind.
a lot of it's clouds too. You go into clouds.
It's so
Clouds
weird.
fucking freak me out though.
Why?
When you're in a cloud, when you like, do you sit on the water, the window seat? Anyone?
Yeah,
Do,
we-
Oh,
do
yeah.
you look
always
out the
sit.
window all the
Yeah.
time?
Yeah, it's the best.
When you're in a cloud, you can't see shit.
Yeah, like that's fucking crazy.
It is nuts.
There could be another plane right
No,
in
there
that fucking
can't be
shit. Like you
another
could hit
plane,
some
yeah.
shit.
I mean, there could
Nah,
be if
I mean,
they were
they-
directing them the
Right,
wrong way.
that's
They
their
wouldn't,
job is
though.
to direct the plane so that they don't.
But like
collide.
still, just like imagine how that pilot feels.
Yeah, I mean that's
Going
what
in
auto,
blind?
autopilot.
He's blind.
How
It's
does
flying off radar.
another thing, and then we'll get back to it to flat Earth. But how do you put a plane on autopilot and it knows where to fly,
Well, it's kind of like a GPS, I would think.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
and it just
It's like a
follows
Tesla.
that line?
Mhm.
It's like,
It's like a
Grand Theft
Tesla.
Auto.
Teslas are nuts. How long? All right. How long do you think that technology's been around? I
A
think
while.
way before they released it.
What,
Like
Well, they definitely
self-driving
had to do a
cars
lot of
A lot of
tests
tests and
and a
stuff
lot
like
I
of,
don't
like,
care.
They had to
I-
make it perfect before they can make it public.
Yeah.
I don't care. Shit's probably been around since like the 60s.
No.
Let's be real. Come on, you don't think so?
Elon Musk is the man that made it happen.
And when was this?
Elon, when they first came out with the first autopilot car, what was it, like 2012,
No way.
2013?
I don't know.
Didn't they
Something
call
like
it the
that.
driving assist though? Right.
I don't
Yeah,
I think
at
they
first-
still call it driving.
At first, it
assist.
was the driving assist, but now there's
Now
just a
it'll park-
full-on
it'll
autopilot.
park for you. It'll drive for you. As long as you have lanes, it'll drive for you.
This is why we have awful drivers. Because
Mm.
people just don't learn anymore. Oh, I'm just gonna buy a car to do it for me.
That's scary. If you think about it, it's scary. What else you got for me over there?
Why is NASA always lying to us?
What do you mean?
They
What
they
do you
can't
mean?
get it straight ever.
Tell me how.
Everything they post is just ridiculous.
Like, give me an example.
Like they showed a progression of like Earth from space and all these different years. Like everything was just looked totally different. If you look it up, it's funny. Like
Are you talking about our Earth pictures look different? Or
I feel like our technology and cameras just got better.
even the size of like the continents don't even match up.
So, yeah, with
There's these things
continents,
called tectonic plates.
is it flat all the way through to all these other continents?
Yeah. What do you mean?
Like, is it just our Earth that's flat, or is everybody's like?
What are you trying to say?
Is
Like,
it? Are we just one long strip?
That's what I'm. That's what
you
I was
mean
saying.
like
Is
us,
this,
Asia?
Yeah, are we
right,
just
like-
Yeah, yeah.
one
Where does the Earth
long
start?
so this is the
strip?
world right here. This.
Where
pad
where
right
does
here.
the Earth start?
I don't know.
Because how about
I
this?
didn't make the Earth.
He's trying to
so
figure
look,
that
so
out.
say this
Hold on,
is the
hold on,
Earth.
hold on, hold on. So if I'm in the United States, I'm in the middle of the United States. I'm in fucking Cheyenne, Wyoming, right?
That's like.
And I want to take a
west little,
flight.
but-
I want to take a flight to Japan. I'm going to go west.
Yes.
But also, if I want to take a flight to Europe, I'm going to go east.
Yes.
If I'm in Japan and I want to go to Europe, where am I going? East or west?
West.
So, keep going west.
Yeah, but
To get
picture,
from Europe to the United States, you
you're
go
thinking- you're
west.
thinking of a globe like this. Picture like a disc, like a flat disc, and you're here, right? You could just go around. Same way you're talking about going around the globe. It's magnetic north. So Antarctica is actually all around the circle. No matter where you are, north is always going to be north. No matter if you're here, here, here. When you go north, you're just going to this part. And so everybody is going to reach that part.
So you think the Earth is a circle but flat?
Yeah. But the Antarctica's around
Interesting, yeah.
all of us. So when you
That's
have
our
this-
barrier.
the sun and the moon are just going around. They have videos, I think it's in Alaska or something, of like a time lapse. And the guy had his, just a tripod of the sun, and the sun actually like started out like really far. It was a small little thing, and it was coming around. It didn't actually set. It just went. When he put it in fast forward, it just went like a big circle.
Alaska has a period of dark. Like they have like a 3-month period or something where it's just completely dark. Because they're so far north, they see the sun longer and they don't see the sun at all for a while.
Yeah, because of seasons, like how ours is like summer, but if you go, where is it? It's like winter in another spot.
Argentina, say Argentina,
You know how it's
or
like
South America.
summer over here, but another
Yeah.
part is winter.
That's the opposite.
So it's got to adjust for that. So the sun is like, say it's going like this, but that's for our summer years. I mean summer months. But when they get theirs, it just shifts. So now we get the cold, but it shifts over here. So they're getting summer, we're getting winter.
I feel like if we were flat, everyone would get the same everything.
Right.
Like it would still, I guess you would say, orbit, but it's flat. So even if it was orbiting over the top of us, Antarctica, or Jersey, Utah, wherever the hell you're looking on the map, it's still going to get the same thing. So if it's snowing, the whole globe is snowing. You know, that's my perspective if you're going to say it's flat. So if you're saying it's flat, when Russia's snowing, we're snowing.
Right. To our point, then why is like Florida like always hot? You know, mostly hot. If it's
Yeah, what then, if
The
we're flat,
equator.
what
Yeah, the
then
equator,
creates our different weather? Like for
That's
where
another-
we're...
That's what gets me. The
This
weather.
is
Flat
patterns, man.
Earth believers, don't you believe that the weather is like not controlled, but sort
That's
of
another
controlled?
theory, but that doesn't classify you as a flat earther.
That's
No, it's
but
part.
still-
Like,
but
it's part
Could
of
be
it.
part of that though.
It's part of it.
If you feel that way, it makes
It's-
sense.
I don't remember. Like we learned all this shit. The Earth is on an axis. It's on a tilt in some parts. When it gets closer to the sun, that part that's closest to the sun, say we're in the middle of the summer, whatever's on the opposite side of the Earth
Right.
is not going to experience the same weather, same temperatures, because it's obviously not as warm or not as close.
You got anything else for me, Rob?
That's rough, man.
It is.
It's hard.
It is.
Let me take
Because
a look.
yeah, let me see what you
I
got.
respect his
I do.
opinions. I respect his research and everything. I just
Dude.
can't. I just can't change.
NASA's budget is insane. If you ever look how much they get, it's
Do
insane.
you know how much it is?
How much they make or how much they
It's like a-
bring
it's
Their
a-
in?
yearly.
It's a government job, right? It's like it's all paid through taxes and all that bullshit, right?
If they were to find out that that space is fake, we can't get there, they wouldn't get their fundings the way they would. So they have to use all this money that they're getting and make fucking. Can you curse on here?
Yeah. Yeah.
Sorry. But they got to make these videos and make it believable so that they can keep getting our money, keep controlling us, keep controlling our minds to think bigger and better, that we could get to these places. Like, you know what I mean? It's just a mind control, and they're just extorting us.
To your point, it was 2019. Congress provided $21.5 billion
Wow.
to NASA. That's a 3.5 increase from the previous year and 8% above that proposed by the White House.
For what, though? So we can go to space with these fucking rovers? For what? What
The
does that
additional
do for
funds
us?
were spread widely throughout the agency, particularly benefiting the science, aeronautics, and human exploration programs.
If they
For
they
proof.
told us that they can't do these things, they wouldn't get their money no more.
Yeah,
Why would they fake the moon landing?
If
so
they
I've-
faked it.
I've talked to people about this, and the only reason
they faked
we
it, yeah.
would have faked it, I think, is just to get ahead in who reached the moon first, us or Russia. That's this one person I talked to. I forgot who it was, but that was their like end point. Was there's no other reason for us to fake going to the moon, unless it was just for their money.
Yeah, I could see that.
Other than being, oh, we beat Russia to the moon, that makes us smarter. I don't
Why
know
wouldn't
what.
they do it again to stop all that? Stop all this commotion.
I feel like it's so expensive, but then you're saying we're getting all this money.
Don't they still regularly have people in orbit or doing research out there?
They're just in the space station.
No, I'm saying in orbit, in our orbit,
Yeah.
out in space. Yeah, right?
That's the space station. Yeah.
So how does a meteor hit Earth if a rocket can't fly through space?
Is
Good
there still
question.
an atmosphere if if we're flat? Or what's above us?
I would think not if it's flat.
So what's above us?
The legend has it that there's
The legend has it. I
there's
love it.
waters above.
There's water.
That's what they're saying. They're saying there's a dome around us or a firmament. It's even in the Bible.
Simpsons too.
It's like Truman Story.
It was in The Simpsons, yes.
yeah.
Simpsons
Simpsons are
do
known
predict
for
everything.
predict things.
Yeah.
They're so
Those are
scary,
fake.
actually.
Those are fake.
What the Simpsons
Most
show?
of the predictions.
And the Simpsons?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wasn't a
The
Simpsons.
They didn't
Trump
predict
thing? The Trump-
9/11.
the Trump
They
Trump
They did
president-
do that.
The
I
Trump
didn't watch The
presidency was.
Simpsons.
But that's like one of the only main
That
things.
thing's awesome.
Yeah,
They
they
did-
say there's a sorry.
Go ahead.
No, go
They
ahead.
say there's a dome around, and we found out about this, and I think it was the United States government and like Germany. We teamed up and we were shooting. If you look it up, it's called Operation Fishbowl, and they were like shooting nukes like all day up at the sky, trying to break whatever. When they found out what is actually there, they were trying to break it, shooting nukes for like a week, and then they stopped because they couldn't get through it.
I never heard of this. I'm looking it up right
It
now.
says it in the Bible too.
Really?
All right.
It was a nuclear test originally planned to be completed during the first half of 1962. What is it though?
Can I give you my explanation?
Go ahead.
So, you think there's a dome? Like, so, if you throw,
like a prison planet.
so what happens to the nuke after it hits the dome?
It explodes. That's why you see a mushroom cloud. I'm looking at the picture why they think it's hitting something, trying to go through it. Because it's hitting it and exploding. And then you see the mushroom cloud, that famous.
But now, does this mean there's definitely a creator, like somebody, the higher power, made this? It's like this doesn't just like happen. So therefore, like a god, but who knows what it is?
Yeah, something.
Science.
Like the Truman Show, basically.
Like
Yeah.
the Truman Show on
Yeah.
like a big scale.
I keep telling Selena she needs to watch that movie
I've never watched it.
with
Nope.
Jim Carrey.
They said that the Earth is really big, so it's like a really big
It's
Truman
gotta
Show.
be.
So like it's so big that you could feel free and feel like you can go wherever you want, and so like you're like just turn around, and go back home. But like if you actually, they say if you actually
Kept pushing.
kept going like Jim Carrey,
Yeah.
you would find it.
So do you think we're just accustomed and comfortable that no one wants to do anything? Or is there backlash against NASA or someone?
No, but none of us in this room have any. I have no. I'm not gonna do it. You know what I mean? Like
no,
think
no,
about it,
yeah.
right? Like the average person, if that is true, the average person is not going to just say, I'm gonna take off
Yeah.
a month from work and just try to go to the end
Figure
of
it
the
out.
end of the world, end of the earth.
But there are people. There
I
is
mean,
people that will.
I know. What we need to find them.
We do need to find them.
They
Set it up.
might be sitting right here.
Yeah, you never know. You never know. So let's we're gonna introduce a new segment.
Okay.
It's called Breaking My Pods. So Breaking My Pods is a weekly asshole that does something stupid that I'm just gonna pick randomly, tell you guys,
Okay.
and we'll just talk about it.
All right. Cool.
So to introduce it, go ahead. Yeah. Breaking my pods. All right, so the lady, she went unnamed. She didn't want to be named because she's a fucking idiot. So a woman was attacked by a jaguar as she was apparently trying to get a photo outside the big cat's enclosure at the Wildlife World Zoo in Arizona.
I saw this today.
So she climbed through the fucking barrier to try and get a selfie with the
yeah.
jaguar.
Wow.
And as she was like leaning over, the jaguar reached through the cage and grabbed her whole arm.
Did you see
Right.
the picture?
I saw the picture.
I didn't
It was
see
like-
the
it was like a
It's,
bunch of
I'm gonna try
meat.
and pull it up right now.
It was
It's
like
a
meat.
nice
It's
picture.
gross.
And then someone
Got
went
it good.
another girl went over to try and like swat it with a water bottle, and it grabbed her sweater as she was trying
jaguar?
to yeah, the jaguar. And then another man ran over and saw that he only had the sweater, so he pulled the girl away from her. But now, I mean, the same jaguar did the same thing last year.
Jeez.
And, yeah, the same
I didn't
jaguar.
see that
Leave
part.
that jaguar alone, man.
There's enclosures and barriers for a fucking reason.
Yep.
The zoo came out with a statement. I can't find it right now, but they came out basically saying because people were coming at the zoo like, please don't put it down.
They're not
don't
gonna
put it
put
to
it
sleep.
down.
No,
No, they
They
should. Not
released
his
comments
fault.
saying, we have barriers set for a reason, and for someone who jumped it, we're not going to punish the animal for that.
Yeah, it's
Absolutely.
human stupidity. It
Mm-hmm.
reminds me of the Cat Williams skit.
I was just thinking that.
Wait for it, mauled him. He's like, is this a speaker or a rock? I fucking love Cat Williams. But anyway, yeah, so this was in Arizona. She was injured by a female jaguar at the zoo in Litchfield Park, not far from Phoenix. Officials said the attack is under investigation, but noted that the animal will not be harmed or hurt. So,
Stupid
Like, how
people.
fucking strong are these animals? Like, why are we the superior race on this planet?
Because
and
we
they
have
can
guns.
fuck us up.
because we have
Yep.
opposable thumbs and brains and
And
can
brains.
talk.
Exactly.
Like,
Not even that. We just have guns.
And guns, too.
How can anything fight a gun?
all right. So what if
Nothing can fight a gun.
1,000,000 lions wanted to take over the world?
Are you talking about like
Are
the
they
Ape
smart
movie
enough?
kind of?
Are they smart enough to comprehend that?
Like, what if they all just decided to fucking go into attack mode
We
and
can
find
hunt-
us and kill us?
Won't happen because it's hunting. People hunt, bro. They
Well,
kill
we're
animals,
fucked
bro.
if that happens.
To that point, everyone's you know,
guns.
Guns, bro.
And the man likes power. Like, I don't know. We just need to be superior because we have opposable thumbs.
Go into a hunter's
But
house.
apes
they
have
skins
opposable
everywhere.
thumbs. If they wanted to, they can take
What's that
over.
movie?
Planet of the Apes.
Planet of the Apes.
Sick
You
movie.
think
what I
that
was
shit could
thinking.
ever happen?
Oh hell yeah!
That'd be sick.
mean,
Yo,
it'd be
they know
sick.
sign
They are
language.
pretty
Like, come
fucking
Would you
on.
rather that happen or a zombie apocalypse?
Zombie
Ah.
apocalypse
Me too. I'm scared.
for sure.
I feel like you could make friends with monkeys though.
Can you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
well, yeah,
They-
like Caesar.
But I have a question though. How like?
But he was trained.
Do you
from his
guys believe in
baby.
evolution?
Yeah.
We were apes. Do you think
course.
we were apes?
Mm-hmm.
Why the fuck are there still apes here? If we already evolved from them?
And why is there no cavemen?
well, we were cavemen.
Well,
Yeah, but-
Neanderthals.
Wow.
But
you
we were
just-
also
go to New
apes.
York
We were
City, bro.
also
There's a bunch of
apes.
cavemen on the streets.
But that's like
the homeless.
okay. So dogs' ancestors are wolves, but we still have wolves and we have dogs. So
Yeah,
why aren't
but-
all those wolves dogs?
Did you hear about that dumbass who breeded a wolf with a husky?
Yes,
Yeah.
that dog was huge.
And
I
was-
saw that dog.
and then-
Everyone's
Massive.
doing that right
They almost
now.
put it down, but someone adopted
Yeah,
him.
exactly.
Yeah.
You posted that, I think, right?
Like, what
Yeah.
the fuck?
That's
Yeah,
fucking
it's gonna
Every-
get big.
Everyone
It's a
wants
wolf.
the
It's gonna eat you
hybrid.
when you're sleeping.
Like, you're a dumbass. What are
Yeah,
you doing? And then just trying to kill it because you don't want it.
Right.
Yeah, that's retarded.
Like,
but isn't that just humans in general though?
yeah, we're assholes.
They get animals and then they're like, I don't want to clean up after you anymore, so they dump it on the road.
It's a
You know how
whole-
much money that lady could have made?
Yeah.
Like, trying to sell it and
Even-
sell its puppies and all that shit?
Yeah.
Fucking moron.
Why did she do the breeding or did she?
I have no idea.
I didn't read the full story.
But that's the end
I
thing.
saw the story. It
Everyone's
was like-
getting these hybrid things, these miniature freaking things that shouldn't be what they are, but they are.
It was
'cause
like
we're trying to do it.
80%, 87% Alaskan wolf, and
Yep.
then like 13% husky.
Can you domesticate them? Like, have them as house dogs? Or are
People
they gonna
do
be like
have
savages?
wolves.
And fucking,
People
People have
wolves.
tigers.
you know?
Mike Tyson has a fucking tiger. No, but no, there's you could. I think there's people that have the wolves. Like
Yeah.
I
what are they
wouldn't trust
called?
them in my freaking house.
Well, we went to the pet expo. There are people who own land that has wolves on them, but they even understand because it's
It's like a hybrid wolf.
yeah,
or
it's a
something.
hybrid wolf. So it's like that one, the 87% wolf, like 5% whatever. But they even say, at the end of the day, these aren't your basic dog. They have different needs. They're not fully domesticated. Just like those Bengal cats you can buy for like
the
a couple
ones that-
grand.
Yes.
Cheetahs.
Yeah, like those things
leopards.
are eating meat, or like the lynx, the ones that kind of look like lynxes that are
Yeah.
really freaking tall.
they're dope.
Like I've seen videos of people feeding them. They're like growling, grabbing at the owner's hands, trying to eat the meat.
I just feel like all that's like from where they started though. Like I know there's some like big cats like panthers and all that shit that grow up in like enclosures and like zoos and stuff, and the people who like stuck with them and started with them, they're very calm around, and
But they get snapped.
Yeah, they could still snap.
that's any dog though.
Yeah, you're right.
Any regular pit bull or fucking German Shepherd, anything could snap on you.
But I feel like those are more like our house dogs are more domesticated down the line. Yes, you can put that anger into them. Like if you're breeding dogs to fight, yes, and their siblings and siblings
starting,
from
yeah.
that are gonna start getting aggressive
So you
traits
need
because they're
like
breeding that.
you need like a domesticated tigers, baby.
So it needs to be generations.
yeah,
Yeah,
you need
it
like a
needs a
couple of
generation.
Still
generations.
have that
But
killing
even
instinct,
then,
though.
Oh, yeah, of course,
that's a
but-
large cat.
You're gonna get a 60% chance domesticated compared to right out of the
Yeah.
wild
the jungle,
to
yeah.
10%. That kill instinct's gonna be there.
But I
Still
still
a
feel
pred-
that
predator.
in any dog though, they still have that
But-
fight or flight mode.
But they've already
Oh,
been
absolutely.
domesticated.
But you know
see
what?
what I'm saying? Like,
Let's
yeah, they're
put it
not
this way.
predators. Dogs.
not no,
No.
they're meant to be house.
They bite, they snap, they're vicious. But
But let's
they're
put
not-
it this way. So
They don't go out
Yeah.
looking to kill things. And
Exactly.
So I've been bit. I was bit 3 times last year, and prior to that, I've been bit by cats before because I used to groom cats.
Stuff.
I
Hey,
hate cats.
So-
okay.
Out of all the
Allergic.
times, cats they generally don't hurt as bad because their teeth are so sharp. You don't feel it till you're like, oh shit, you bit me. Where dogs, it's like more of a physical. They're in
They
the
got
middle of the
strong
action.
ass
Exactly.
jaws compared
But
to cats.
I would rather get bit by a dog over in a domesticated pit, lab, whatever, because I've been bit by it all, than a hybrid wolf. Because you know what? That's 100,
they're not
maybe
fucking
even
letting
closer
go.
to exactly.
They're
I'm
not
gonna get
letting go.
shredded.
That teeth's the size of your nose.
Oh,
Or like a
easily.
domesticated cat
One tooth.
over a big cat. I'd rather get bit 20,000 times over by a house cat.
Oh yeah.
So I feel like it's just, do I
You get bit by a
really?
big cat, you're not coming back.
But exactly,
Lady's
but
arm was shredded from one claw.
Yeah.
do I want to take that risk with a house dog? All right, I'll get bit. I'm taking that, step. But
Been there, done
or
that.
do I want to get a hybrid dog and possibly yes, still I'm owning it. I might get bit, but I'm gonna get fucking mauled.
Yep.
Do I want to get mauled or do I want to get bit? I just want to get bit.
Yeah,
I
neither.
don't want to get mauled.
Same,
Facts.
same. All right, I'm gonna skip a topic. I want to go to the rich born rich first because Ryan told me he had a story the other day. Do you remember your
Okay.
story? Tell me your
So
story.
I recently started a new job, right? In my first job, we had to take. They were working on this basement. They were finishing this basement, and I pull up to this house. It's in Short Hills, so it's fucking. They're rich.
Of course.
I pull up to this house. There's they're on a huge ass hill. It's fucking 100 yards up to the fucking front door. Guys, I ring the doorbell. He's like, oh yeah, go around to the back. So I walk all the way around this guy's fucking back, go into his backyard. He's got a full tennis court,
Oh.
a putting green,
Wow.
a big ass pool, like a fucking massive in-ground pool, a whole outside bar with a big ass TV, lounge area, everything. Go into the basement, and these ceilings were fucking 15 feet high, right? Big ass bar, movie theater, huge area, big ass fish tank, fucking 30 feet long.
Jesus.
Nice ass fish in there. So I'm to the guy that I was working with, I was like, what the fuck does this guy do?
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, he definitely works on Wall Street or some shit. He goes, oh no, his grandfather invented the mop.
Wow.
Damn.
Are you serious?
The guy hasn't worked a minute in his life.
Mop?
Damn.
That regular.
The mop and Clorox cleaning wipes.
Jesus. Wow.
So, see, that's the shit.
Jesus Christ.
That
There's
guy
people-
didn't work a fucking second of his life.
And he's probably
And
a
he has
scumbag.
a
He's probably
10,
a douchebag.
It's a
yeah.
$7.9 million home that he owns.
And he's probably a douchebag.
Damn.
Was he nice
Did
to
he
you?
give you
He was
a
nice to
did
me,
he
yeah.
give you a
Oh,
tip?
But I feel like he was only nice to me because I work for his cousin.
Did he give you a tip?
Ah.
No,
I didn't give you a tip.
Fuck
Dick.
him then.
no, we didn't. It wasn't like that.
So, you guys know I work the domain storage, wine storage, and there's these guys who have wine and multi-millionaires who have restaurants in the city. They're just multi-millionaires. We have to we'll do a pack job for them. So, for example, this one guy, his house burnt down in Florida, so we had to go collect his 12,000 bottle wine collection, pack it up in boxes,
Sheesh.
bring it to our store it for him, and then 6 months later, when his brand new mansion is built, bring all that wine back.
What?
Yeah. Our drivers did not get a single tip.
Jeez.
Are you serious?
Swear to God.
That's why the guy's rich.
He's building a new house?
He
or
did it 6 months. Brand new mansion.
Jeez.
So he just needed his wine packed and stored for 6 months.
Did they have to pack it away themselves?
The drivers, yeah, 4 drivers. They go in, they pack all the wine in our domain boxes, bring it all to our facility. We store 6 months.
And did the same thing on the other.
Had to
on
go
the-
back out.
Wow.
Not a single tip.
Wow.
Dude,
Personally,
I get tipped like $60
If I
for selling a
was
Christmas
a-
tree
if-
sometimes.
I would have
Exactly.
given that guy such an attitude working for him.
If I was a millionaire, you're getting a tip. You're getting a tip.
You're getting a nice tip.
You look good. You're getting a tip.
You're getting
like-
$100.
That's just like, I don't know. It's just fucked up.
Listen, even being poor people, or not poor, like mediocre, I guess you could say, people give tips. It's just if you're
It's
getting
yeah.
a service done,
If you're respectful.
you give a tip.
Yeah.
Yeah,
If you
rich
don't
people
like the
tip.
service, or if the workers were really bad, they broke some of your wine, all right, I'd be like, I'm not
I
going to
just
give you
feel
any
like the
money.
rich people who are born rich feel like they're entitled.
Absolutely.
It's bullshit.
They just don't know any other
Absolutely.
way, too.
Yeah.
That's the problem, They just
Hold
they're
up.
brought up a certain way.
We were talking about this earlier, or the other day. Kylie Jenner. So, how old was she when she got Botox? How old was
16.
she? Like,
She's a billionaire now, right?
and then
From
when did
doing
she
nothing.
get pregnant? At 18? Right? Like 18, 19?
Everything's fake on her.
And it's like, okay, I can respect maybe you were a
Still
teen
hot,
mom. But
Now she is. She was hideous.
Yeah, she was ugly.
But
She's
not
an idiot.
even
She's
that.
gonna
Like,
hit.
how can you respect a teenager getting knocked up? Okay, you have money, but then because she didn't plaster her pregnancy, she hid it a lot. So kudos for her for that, not throwing it out there. But what has she worked for? Now she has a makeup line that she's getting millions worth, but what has she done besides that? Even that, she wouldn't have her makeup if her
Without her,
parents were
yeah.
already rich.
They all don't do anything.
Yeah,
No.
they're just famous because it's the name.
Well,
Really?
yeah, the sex tape, Ray J, that
Yeah.
whole thing spiraled from there. That's
It's like
really what it was.
It's like Paris Hilton.
Yeah.
She's just rich because her dad had the Hilton.
Mhm.
I mean, she tried to make something else after, but
Right.
it was all daddy.
That's what they usually do. They have all that money, and then to her point, they do the makeup and shit like that, and then they fucking.
Yeah, once they establish their name,
they're
they're going to
gonna-
make money for the
Exactly.
rest of
Right.
their life.
And then there's another one. I know, obviously, Georgina Bloomberg. You know Bloomberg.
Mm-hmm.
So at 19 years old, she said in that movie, Born Rich, they actually made a movie 15 years ago. It was a documentary. She said, having the last name Bloomberg sucks. She's now 34 years old and makes $49.8 billion a year. But her last name sucks.
Whoa. Who is this?
Georgina Bloomberg.
Is that
I would say the last name's a lot
Bloomberg?
better
I
than
know
her
Mayor
first.
Bloomberg.
The mayor, you mean?
Mayor,
Yeah.
yeah. Yeah.
How the fuck does he make that much money?
She makes that much
What
money.
is she?
His daughter. She now, she said, at 19 years old, having the last name Bloomberg sucks. In the last year since the documentary, Bloomberg has established herself as a top equitarian, philanthropist, and a passion for animal rights. She also comes around to be more accepting of her family name, telling Town and Country, "It's the last name that I am now proud of. At 19, I wasn't."
How does she make money having the name?
Because her father was a mayor.
She probably runs like a business, and then
Now
her name is huge.
With money, you can do anything.
I see.
With a name, you can do
Yeah,
anything.
exactly. Yeah.
But do
Yeah.
you disagree that without money, you can't do much?
No, you could do it just as much without money.
You gotta
How?
have imagination when you're broke.
Yeah.
You
But
gotta
you
like
still,
go
but you
for
still
a
need
walk.
capital.
Definitely. Can't do anything without money, really. I think so.
I think money buys
I mean,
happiness.
You can't
Unless-
even buy a loaf of bread.
Unless
like-
you're Usain Bolt and you just got to run.
You basically got to hustle, and then you can make money.
Yeah.
Look at Diddy, right?
Yeah.
Right? He's a entrepreneur. He stayed in front of Bad Boy or whatever it was, Def Jam, whatever it was,
Mhm.
for months, trying to get in. Finally gets in. Now he's one of the top.
Yeah,
Just how it is.
I agree.
Usain Bolt worked his ass off, though.
Oh, I know, but
Usain Bolt.
he
Beast.
just runs.
Fucking
He didn't
animal.
need money to run.
Yeah, but he has to train in order to get that right. I mean, he has to
I mean, he worked
condition himself.
hard to get there. That's
Yeah.
like any
Yeah.
other
Yeah.
player, right? Like
Oh,
any.
yeah, of course.
But I feel like that's a sport. You're like you said before, you're working for it.
Oh,
Still
yeah.
working,
You
yeah.
know,
But you
like
don't need
when
money
you're
for
born
it.
rich, you don't need
You think-
to
you
do
think
it.
If you're a
Usain
top, if you're a top D1 athlete out of high school, you don't have to pay for training. You're gonna get trained.
Yeah. Because
So-
you're fucking the real deal.
So, Usain Bolt, if he did it right, didn't pay a dime
Sponsored, pretty much.
to run.
But to run, do you even need money to run? You could just go to a high school track and run for free in practice.
All you need is
Coaching.
one person to notice you.
That's it.
That's it. One person.
That's it.
That's it.
Do you think people like Usain Bolt are born like that? Like born fast as fuck?
Yeah.
Talented.
That's definitely in his genes or something. That
I
dude's
mean,
just
don't get me
fucking-
wrong. Hard work will beat talent if talent doesn't work. Any day.
Right.
But talent and hard work together is Usain Bolt.
Yeah.
Right.
Well said.
I agree.
Well said.
Right? So, on to our next.
Clip it.
Clip it. I want to just go over some other stars that were born rich but then did something.
Okay.
Do you guys know any? Any stars that were born rich before they were made themselves?
Trying to think.
Didn't you say Arthur?
Well, that was a movie
Oh, there's a
about
movie,
some
but
rich
the
guy.
guy's
You guys see
name?
that
That's a
movie?
great movie.
Who's that about, do you know, or is that just a funny
Just
movie?
pet the furry wall.
But there's people like that. I'm sure there's people like that. Dan Bilzerian. But he played.
Fucking guy.
Dan
want his-
Bilzerian's a
I want his
fucking
gym.
man, bro.
I want his gym.
He's
Anyway.
the man.
Taylor Swift was born rich before.
Was she really?
Yeah.
Hmm.
Daddy.
Not as
I
rich
did
as
not
she
know
is.
that.
Oh no, not as rich as she is, but
Born in a
Or
wealthy
born
family.
wealthy.
born wealthy. Yeah. Adam Levine.
Huh.
He sucked in the Super Bowl.
Yeah. Still respect him, though.
Still respect him. Ariana Grande.
Wow.
How was she?
Smoking.
Ariana's father is Edward Butera, the
Fuck
CEO
Ariana.
of IBI Designs.
Already?
I feel like she really made
Rip Mac.
herself though, whether she was born into wealth or not.
Oh, Taylor Swift is rich because her parents owned a Christmas tree farm.
Oh.
Yo,
That's how they're rich.
they make so much
See,
fucking money.
just
You have
said
no
that.
idea,
The
dude.
Christmas
Yeah.
trees.
Like a
Late-
load of 1,000 Christmas trees is 20 grand.
Are you serious?
Yeah. They
we do a Christmas tree.
listen like
If we have a farm, we're putting Christmas trees.
listen like my boss buys 1,000 trees for $20 each.
So 20
20
Gs.
grand, and he'll sell them for an average of 60.
So $50 profit.
Yeah, but
On
there's
each one.
there's so much money in that. People don't understand this.
Everyone needs a Christmas
It
tree.
only lasts
Yeah.
like 2 months though.
So he made
Not
30,000.
even, dude. It'll
he made
last 5
30,000
weeks.
in 2 months.
Pretty much.
Cash.
Let's invest.
Cash.
Let's get some trees going.
What does he do for the other 10 months?
I'll talk about it off. I don't know.
Good call. Lady Gaga, she was born rich before she made
That
it.
actually, yes. True.
Gaga's dad made bank while working as an internet entrepreneur.
Wow.
He was owned the company that installs Wi-Fi's in hotels.
Wow.
Really?
Bank, yeah. Nick Kroll, do you know Nick Kroll?
Yeah,
the
big
actor.
big mouth.
Yeah, he
or
was.
loudmouth.
He was
Yeah,
born
Big
rich.
The League.
League too. Yeah.
Yeah.
I like him.
Me
He's
too.
funny.
Cool.
A
Cool.
deal with Marvel Comics made him what made him though after he was born rich. Lindsay Lohan, she was born rich.
She fucked up.
Her father, yeah, Michael
The new
Lohan.
show is pretty cool.
He
though.
worked as a Wall Street
What
trader.
about Miley Cyrus?
Oh yeah.
She's on there. We're getting
Wait,
there.
hold on.
I don't know these two, Rooney and Kate Mara.
No.
No.
I don't know who they are.
Mara?
Mara, probably.
That might be John Mara's kids.
I don't know.
Owner of the Giants.
Oh,
Oh,
maybe,
okay.
maybe.
Could be.
You guys know Paul Giamatti,
Yeah, the
Big
that's-
Fat Liar.
Yep, and Howard Stern movie, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. He was born rich. His father was an exalted professor at Yale, and then he became the president of the Ivy, whatever that is. Edward Norton, Miley Cyrus, obviously. Her father Ray.
Billy Ray Cyrus.
Billy Ray Cyrus. And Anderson Cooper.
Oh, nice.
He was born rich.
The Silver
He's a
Fox.
big
I didn't know
Illuminati
like
guy.
any of them.
Is he?
Is he?
You don't know
Is
any
he
of them?
Cooper?
You
Yes,
know,
you do.
I knew
I
some.
knew like 3 of them.
3 of them. No, you just know faces. You don't know names.
Dude, Anderson Cooper is one of is like a very, very high up Illuminati person.
That's awesome.
Is he in it or against it?
No, he's in it.
He's in it.
He's
That's
like, he
awesome.
runs it.
That's amazing.
He
The
runs it.
Silver Fox.
Ed Sheeran was born rich.
But I feel like these are all rich, humble people.
You know who my
I
favorite?
mean, Miley went off the tracks.
You
a
know who
little
my
bit, but-
favorite
So
rich?
did Lindsay.
Yeah,
She's
no,
back
yeah.
on track. She's back on track.
My favorite rich person is Keanu Reeves.
Really?
Yeah, he lives in a shack. He fucks with paparazzi. He stole some guy's camera as he was trying to take pictures of him, and he running down fucking L.A. Boulevard with the fucking paparazzi's camera.
You want to hear some shit? There's there was a pitcher on the Blue Jays who lived in the van and would like travel to different if they had different practice facilities or some shit, and he would just stay out at the practice facility in his van for like months.
What was it for?
He's a pitcher for the Blue Jays.
And he just lived in the parking lot?
He just lived in the parking lot in his van, traveled with the team in their bus and plane and shit. And then when it was time to go home, he went in his van.
Oh my god.
Did he save all his money?
Yeah, he made a lot of fucking
You
money.
know who I just read about who saved all of his money? Marshawn Lynch. He made $49.8 billion something dollars, million, whatever, but he didn't spend any of his football playing money.
Wow.
His past 9 years, he's only been spending his endorsement money with like Nike, Skittles, but he's saved every playing dollar, which is nuts.
Smart man.
Smart.
Because he doesn't talk, so you don't know what he's about.
Right.
I don't fucking.
He's pretty funny.
Yeah.
You see him on that show?
He has his own show, right? Or what is it called?
I don't know. I think I was watching it on YouTube. It's funny though.
I gotta look it up.
It's like him and his brothers.
Does he still do it?
I haven't seen it in a while. I was looking forward to seeing it.
What is
You know
it?
Floyd Mayweather still hasn't cashed his Manny Pacquiao fight check?
Really?
That's what I heard.
Wasn't
does-
that like years ago? Wasn't that like
It's a couple years ago.
He doesn't need it.
Yeah, you don't need it. It's like $100-something million.
No script with Marshawn Lynch. So they just go off.
Is it only on YouTube or is it an actual show on TV?
Facebook and YouTube. Nothing on TV. We're gonna go into some conspiracy theories. So
It's like random ones.
random
So
ones.
if one comes
Just-
to your head, throw it
just
out.
throw it out,
Alright, I
and
like
we'll
that.
debate it.
I like that.
So go ahead. What did you say?
the chemtrails?
So you don't know what chemtrails are?
Nah.
So you ever see
I
like
mean, like I
those,
know, but I don't know.
those jets that fly over and you see those big lines of smoke?
I just thought that was Buzz Lightyear when I was younger.
Lit. I just thought they were just mist from the Left Behind. I
There's-
would have never been like, oh, those are chemicals.
So they're
flying into the
chemtrails.
world.
So you ever see the jets in the sky with the white trails that follow them? Those are called condensation trails. And it's caused when hot exhaust meets cool air. But conspiracy theorists call those chemtrails because they allege that the government places chemicals in the Conrails for the mind control to suppress human evolution, sterilize certain groups, and control weather.
So it's basically one big test
One big
from
thing.
what they're saying.
So I want to know, do people just think we live? So you've seen The Giver, right?
Yeah, it's a book. I read it.
Yeah, and I think they made it into a movie. So do people just think we live in a utopia or euphoria? What is it called? Utopia, right? Where everything's perfect, everything. Like when you're 5, you get a bike. When you're 6, now you can have pigtails. When you're 7, now you can wear a dress. For girls, at least. For guys, it'd be different. So is that like what everyone
They're
thinks?
just trying to.
we
They
live
want
in?
to. They want control. It's all about control.
But who wants control?
76 out of 77 participating atmospheric chemists and geochemists stated that they have seen no evidence to support the chemtrail theory.
So why are some planes, they don't have it coming out of the back, but some planes are like painting the skies with it?
Are they different type of planes? Those are jets.
Though you mean the ones who write the script in the sky?
No, like the ones that are
The
that are
government
the said
one.
chemtrails.
The
Like-
jets.
They're
They move a
shooting out
lot
that-
faster than planes, right?
Yeah, a lot faster.
What, the chemtrail planes?
Yeah.
Why?
I assume they
Yeah, the
when I
jets.
look up in the sky and I see that shit flying, it's going a lot faster than
It's
a
true.
regular plane.
It's not a regular plane. It's usually like some.
It could be
fast-
Is
Like
it
a
way
jet?
up there? Because like I see some planes that are way up there. I don't see any trails coming out of them.
I
But the
never
ones
see-
that when I see them in the sky, they look very low. They don't look like they're high at all.
That's true. They are low.
And they say they're spraying at night a lot, just to hide it. It's like a mask, cover of darkness.
Well, if it's real, I have
But-
asthma, government. So if you could
But why
stop.
are they? If they're spraying, let's say the man in charge says, "Let's spray." His kids are inhaling everything. Why are they doing it? Everybody's getting it.
Maybe
so,
he-
like,
that's
if
the
he
reason.
has-
Like I can't see them doing it.
They're like, one theory is that they're trying to like block out the sun.
They're breathing it in too.
That's what I'm saying.
maybe
why
they,
would
they
they
live
do it?
I
outside
don't-
the sphere, Rob. They live on the outside.
I just
Or-
think those
Man.
planes are faster, or they're more like they're like a government plane. Someone needs to be somewhere at a certain time, or they're testing some shit.
He's got a meeting at 3. He's got to go.
I don't know. I just don't feel like I don't think they would do that. That's just dumb.
You could see them even like after
And
time.
you're
you
saying
could
it's
see
the
them.
U.S. government too, right? I'm sure if we fucking flew over into Mexico or wherever, they wouldn't like that.
Yeah.
They're like eventually that chemical is gonna hit different parts of the earth too. That could start a huge fucking controversy.
Or a war.
Yeah, big time.
You
Don't
guys
need none of those.
hear about the vaccines with autism? The conspiracy theory
I
about
heard
that?
something about that.
That some believe that the government is hiding a link between childhood vaccines and autism and refuse to have their children vaccinated despite scientific evidence that vaccines are safe. And then a recent outbreak of measles in a number of states illustrate how dangerous this theory is.
And they're mandatory now.
Aren't you born autistic? Isn't it a chemical imbalance while the fetus is forming inside of you
Well,
that
yeah.
causes?
The chromosomes. I
Yeah,
know
so
that,
like toward the
No,
end
it's,
of your
That's
Down
Down
syndrome.
syndrome.
Is it?
yeah,
Oh,
But
my
isn't?
bad. Yeesh.
But autism's a learning
Sheesh.
disability, correct?
there's
it's
a
a
chemical
form-
imbalance in your brain.
Exactly. So.
What, did you have to be born with that? As
Yeah,
opposed
like
to why
don't,
is it
because
coming in
like
2
I have
years?
learning disabilities when it comes to certain things, so it's just like
No, I think it develops. With
learning disabilities or autism.
no, like it develops in the fetus, like as it's developing. Like autism isn't a sign right away. You see it like, let's say you go for a checkup for 3 months for your what is that? That's your trimester, right?
They
You
can
go-
probably see by the size of your head and how much your head is growing.
You think so?
It's probably like an indicator for them because they were doing a lot of measurements for Julian, and the head was like a main thing that they would always do. You remember that, Bri? They were
Yeah.
always measuring the head
Mhm.
to see if it was growing at the right
Really?
pace and stuff.
Were they doing that after he was born, or still in
They were doing it both, yeah.
with the
inside and
ultrasound? Rather,
outside.
they can do that.
Mhm.
Wow, that fucking advanced.
Because they could tell if he's gonna have Down syndrome or something in there. Don't quote me. This is.
I'm sure they could find out with blood tests too, though.
But they were definitely doing a lot of tests in that aspect.
What about the Clinton assassinations? You guys believe any of that? Or
That
do you
he's
know,
dead?
Do you know the story? No, the story. This
Oh,
theory
Hillary
is
Clinton?
ex-Bill Clinton during and before his presidency had some associates assassinated that stood in the way of his career. A rumored list has about 50 to 60 people that died under mysterious circumstances during the Clinton administration.
I believe
As
it.
this theory goes, President Obama has a kill list too, and so did both Bushes.
I don't like Hillary. Like she always looks shady to me. She doesn't
Still
look good.
does.
Yeah, I think.
Doesn't she?
I
Do you
believe
think they
it.
have a
She's
kill list?
They
crook.
don't like
She's
killers.
a crook. She should be
She's
in
a
jail.
liar, clearly.
The emails that she deleted and all
Mhm.
that shit. Left like what was it?
Everything's a lie.
Soldiers and infantry, whatever we
to
had.
get killed.
Yeah, she could have sent people to get them out. She knew about it, but she didn't, and they died.
This shit blows
Yeah.
my mind.
It's crazy.
I was trying to find
How do you
something.
sleep at night?
You don't.
Right?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Well, obviously she does.
It's crazy how they're the 1%ers though, and the money just keeps coming back to them, no matter what.
Because they're into
She's like an
politics.
alien. I swear.
I was trying to find it, but I can't find it. But did you guys hear anything? This is old, but like the Lincoln and Kennedy's murder, like how Lincoln was murdered by a certain guy's name, and then let me see if I can find it.
Lincoln's a little too far back, but I know
Well,
I
Lincoln
saw a
was
lot of
assassinated.
videos about JFK. How it could have been a mob thing, could have been a government controlled thing, could have been his wife, could have been like a ton of different things I saw videos on. And apparently there was one shot, but there was like in this one video he got shot in the head, and it like there was an exit wound in his knee from the bullet leaving his body. Like it doesn't
Like
make
it-
any
like it
sense
came
to me.
down.
But
like
isn't
that.
there?
Yeah, right? Like that's weird.
I heard he got shot in the front first and then the back.
So there,
Or-
but there
or-
was only one bullet found.
But you can shoot someone in one part of their body and it can exit the other side of your body.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but
If it bounces around, your organs and stuff.
Trajectory, if it's like an angle.
I don't know all that scientific
Like if you
stuff.
shot from the ground up, it would probably, I don't know. I would think it would go come out at a higher point than when it goes in.
here's another thing.
Yeah.
The guy who allegedly killed JFK, I forget his name. He was like, hold on, let me pull it up. Talk about something else.
So they're by John Wilkes Booth, him,
That was him?
or Lee Harvey Oswald.
Lee Harvey
Lee Harvey
Oswald.
Oswald. Yes. So I saw a conspiracy how he was hired by the government or whatever, and he was like while he was getting brought into prison or he was in handcuffs. I saw a video. He got killed. So it could have been. My theory is he was hired by somebody, could have been the mafia, could
Mhm.
have been whoever it was,
Yeah.
to kill JFK. He killed JFK, and he got killed by that person who hired him,
To silence him.
so he doesn't fucking say
Listen,
shit.
Yeah,
Tying
doesn't
up
talk.
loose ends.
Right.
Yeah.
So back to what I was saying. I found it. So Abraham Lincoln and JFK have a lot of like similar coincidences, but I don't believe in coincidences. So Abraham Lincoln was elected in 1846. JFK was elected in 1946. Lincoln was that was to Congress. And then Lincoln was elected president 1860. JFK was elected president 1960. Both wives lost their children while living in the White House. Both presidents were shot on a Friday. Both presidents were shot in the head. Lincoln's secretary named Kennedy warned him not to go to the theater. Kennedy's secretary Lincoln warned him not to go to Dallas. Both were assassinated by Southerners. Both were succeeded by Southerners. Both successors were named Johnson.
What?
Andrew Johnson, who succeeded Lincoln, was born in 1808. Lyndon Johnson, who succeeded Kennedy, was born in 1908. John
They're
Wilkes Booth,
related.
John Wilkes Booth, who killed Lincoln, was born in 1839. Lee Harvey Oswald, who killed JFK, was born in 1939.
That's crazy.
There's in this list, both assassins were known by their three names. Both names are comprised of 15 letters. Booth ran from the theater and was caught in a warehouse. Oswald ran from a warehouse and was caught in a theater.
That's weird.
And Booth and Oswald were assassinated before their trials. Like,
What would that be? Would that be like?
Could have been a copycat.
history repeating, copycat, I don't fucking know.
That's just a fucking dope ass fact.
It really is.
That's
And
crazy.
shit blew my mind. It really fucking did.
They say they have these guns that could shoot. It's like a heart attack gun. So like you could murder somebody, and it would just appear like in the autopsy that the person just had a
A heart
attack.
attack? Wow, like the
And there'd
cover.
be no like
No bullet wound or anything?
no indication that he was murdered.
That's
The
nuts.
CIA has
How
it.
do I
You
get
can
one
look
of
it
those
up.
things?
I mean, I believe stuff like that because there's a lot of chemicals and I don't know what I'm looking for. Things that to kill someone with and it mimics a different symptom. To be like, oh, he wasn't murdered. It was just like an organ failure.
Right.
You're talking NCIS
I
now.
am talking
Yeah.
NCIS now.
Talking
It's gotta be like
Yeah.
a dark gun, I'd assume.
I'm gonna tell you one more
You
because
just go shoot it and pull it right out, and they got a heart attack.
Probably something
Right.
like that.
Like punctures the heart and then it comes out.
I'm gonna tell you guys one more because I feel like we would all believe in this. There's such thing as cable box spying. People believe in. It's a conspiracy theory. So this group believes that the government initiated the digital transition to spy on its citizens more effectively. They claim that each box has a microphone and a tiny camera installed so that everything people do gets recorded and sent for the CIA for investigation.
Your cable box.
Cable boxes.
Wow.
No, I don't believe
That's
So
so.
it's
similar to-
recording you pipe in your room.
That's what I was going to be like. They see a lot of sex happening.
Whoa.
For sure.
Sheesh.
How are you just going to put
Hey
cameras
now.
in people's
Hey now.
houses?
That's nuts. But you never know. You really never
Do you
know.
guys believe in the camera on the laptop?
Oh,
Yeah.
I always
That's it,
cover
right?
them with like a sticker.
My boss always puts like a little piece over it.
Like we talked about
that
Madison.
last night,
We
yeah.
should new
Our
invention.
invention.
Invention, right, the little flip
Someone
over.
probably copied.
They
it.
want to fucking watch me. Let them watch me.
Facts.
They're gonna be disgusted.
Hey, let the balls hang. Let the balls hang.
They're already doing it with the iPhones and everything. Everything's
Well,
being
we
It's
were-
serious
recorded.
right now.
All your
When we're talking about something and then you're scrolling through Facebook and then that thing you're talking about
That happens a lot.
Oh,
to me,
yeah,
pops
too.
comes
up.
up.
And I'm like, why? How?
That happens to me too.
That's them
Because
listening.
it's listening. That's why I told you gotta turn, like, you know when you go on your phone you're like, hey Siri, you gotta turn that shit off.
Why?
Because then that allows your phone to forever be listening for the hey Siri.
Mm.
Whereas
So it's
mine,
always recording.
I double tap it and then it listens to me.
I
You
see.
know?
They
All
have
right.
every text message you sent, every picture you ever sent, stored
Scary.
in a
Got a lot.
supercomputer.
Scary.
well.
It really is scary.
Oh boy.
I don't want to
And
think about it.
Verizon sold all the rights to this, like NSA or whatever, so they could just spy on your phone whenever they want.
I know Facebook did that.
They
Facebook
did
sold a lot of info
Google.
to different companies.
because Google now has. Google knows everything.
Zuckerberg got in so much trouble for that too.
Really.
He had a big lawsuit.
Good.
What, the Facebook guy?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, there was a lot on like
Yep.
the news about that.
Fuck 'em. One more thing we could talk about, and then we'll end it.
What?
I want to hear everyone's top 5 rappers.
Oh, that's hard.
All right. Not top 5. Doesn't have to be in order.
I don't know. You gotta make me think now.
Yeah, of course. That's the idea. Ryan, who you got?
All right. I said it the other day.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'll... Biggie,
Okay.
obviously. Number 2. Who did I say was number 2?
I think you put
I
Wayne.
think you said Jay-Z.
Or
Jay-Z,
Jay-Z.
of course. Jay-Z.
You said 50.
50
Wayne,
was in
and
there.
Tupac.
Tupac was in there.
At the end.
At the end, he pushes back to 5th.
Yeah. No.
So he likes 50 better than Tupac.
And
I do.
I
I like
would
his music
die.
better than Tupac. Are you going off of like
Well,
how
that-
you like the music or how?
How you like music?
That's the thing. It's like
Oh, then that's a totally
not,
different
not
list.
top 5. Like,
so
that's a
it depends, right?
give me your top 5. Who do you
Yeah.
think, in your opinion?
Like best rappers, like who can actually spit, like
Whatever you want to listen to.
who my favorite to listen to
Yeah.
right now.
Yeah.
Biggie, Jay-Z, 50. I like Lil Wayne.
This is your list.
I like fucking A Boogie. I like Tupac. I like a lot of new guys.
Yeah.
Meek Mill's
Meek,
up there.
yeah.
Like I don't know. I can't put it to 5.
Yeah, it's hard.
What about you?
Like I have
Brian?
my top 3 is Biggie, Jay-Z, Eminem. Easy.
There it
Easy.
is. I was
That's
waiting for
easy.
that name.
That's an easy one.
How
for me.
don't you like Eminem?
Because I look at them as like monumental rappers
I was
as
just gonna
opposed
say
to
that.
like just like I'm not saying A Boogie's a beast, Meek Mill. They're all good, but they would fall like in a different tier. Like
Yeah.
I
like,
understand
the elite
that.
tier
He
is
did
just, like,
something different.
Yeah, you're never gonna find. Well, you'll find it, but you're not. There's no one else that's like that.
And he's still doing it.
Right. So after those 3, then it's like everyone else just like, well, Tupac would be up there also.
Yeah.
Like
Meek.
Big L,
I think Meek.
Meek, yeah. Then
I
like
like-
that whole tier, like Meek, A Boogie, all these guys are. All
Those are
fine.
the new guys.
They're
who
all
still have
kind
a
of
lot
like in
to
the
prove.
same, but they're good.
J.
you know?
Cole.
I love J. Cole. J. Cole's
Like you were
Cool.
saying, he puts
Yeah,
out
he's-
good albums.
he puts up quality.
Does he
product.
come out? Does he come out with a lot of stuff though?
Yeah,
Like
I mean,
frequently.
but that's even in that song Middle Child. He even says like, I'm not even promoting myself, and I'm still just
Selling.
I'm the best. He
Yeah.
claims to be the best.
He was like, he said at the end of the song or something, he was like, if I ever fall off, it won't be, or if I ever come at you or some shit, it won't be
It'll be for
because, for clout, it won't
Yeah.
be before because my shit's not selling the same.
Yeah,
But
right, right,
Like he just knows if you're gonna fuck with him, he's gonna come back at you.
right. So
Rob, who you got?
I got Biggie, Jay-Z, Eminem, Big L, of course.
yep.
Fabulous.
Fab too.
I got a couple more.
There's one dude I don't like, but I like his music, but I don't like him.
Who's that?
Do you think he makes the top 10? MGK.
No,
No.
not my
good.
top
You
10.
don't
Thank
like
God.
him?
I like his music. I don't like him.
Yeah, he's a bit of an asshole.
You
I
like
mean-
Papoose?
I like Papoose, but he's not my top. He's just a good lyricist, but like
Who do you like, Selena?
Yeah, it's hard. I don't know. I like T-Pain if we're throwing it way
he
back.
won the Masked Singer.
T-Pain.
I love T-Pain.
That's a throwback.
You throw Chris Brown in
he
there
does-
too?
Chris.
I would, but Chris is more of like a R&B soul more than
Mm-hmm,
rapper. Like T-Pain raps a bit, but he throws a little shenangle in there.
Yep.
You like Akon?
I do, but I wouldn't put him as my top.
He disappeared after like 2001.
I'd say Post Malone.
Okay.
Okay. I like his music.
G-Eazy. I'm a big G-Eazy
G-Eazy.
person.
Jeez.
Did you like just start listening to rap?
G-Eazy?
Like
Me?
to rap?
No,
I'm-
her. She's
I
always.
suck at names. Like I'll listen to people's music and I'll be like, oh, I know them, but then
Right.
like 20 minutes later I'll be like, I forgot their
She
name.
listens to rap though.
Oh,
I don't know how long.
I'm
but
big
when I
into
met her, she did.
G-Eazy. I was really big when he was more underground. But yeah, I more listen to everything. I don't really have a specific genre.
Eminem, Wayne, Tupac, 50. I love them all.
Wu-Tang.
I just like good
Yeah,
music.
Like
Man,
I'm not
big
a
up to
Biggie
Method
fan.
Man.
Like you
I
guys
just
all
like
like
best.
Biggie. I'm not.
Biggie's
I know I'm a
Biggie's the
disgrace. I
best.
This is
know. I'm
old.
sorry.
Who's your
And-
number one? Eminem. Your number
Eminem.
one? And you're Biggie. Who's your number one?
Probably Biggie.
Me
yeah.
too. Roy.
Biggie.
Biggie.
No, I don't like Biggie.
You don't like Biggie?
I don't like Tupac either.
Really?
Oh yeah, no, I don't. I'm not really into him.
Hmm.
I mean, I guess on everyone else's perspective, it would be like, oh yeah, their rap, you can relate to it. But like, I'll listen to it and I'll be like,
He's a
It makes
legend.
sense.
like
I'm-
it's good, but it's like,
It's It's got to be
No.
Biggie, number 1. Right? Jay-Z.
Jay-Z's my number 2 for
Nas.
me.
Number 3 will be
Nas.
Tupac. Okay. 4, Wayne, 550.
Not for me.
That's
Yeah.
me right there.
I just remembered the name because what she was saying before, but they're coming out with a new Jay and Silent Bob
What's it
Oh,
called?
yeah, I
with the
saw
Red
that.
Man.
Redman and
Man's
Method Man are in
and
it,
Method
yeah,
Man
yep.
are in it.
Yep.
I
saw
can't
that
wait for
today.
that to come out.
What's his name? Lost a lot of weight too.
Yeah, he
Kevin
did.
James.
Yeah, he really did.
Not Kevin James. Kevin Smith.
I just saw it.
Kevin Smith. What's his name?
Silent Bob.
Yeah. What's his name? Kevin Smith. What the fuck's his name?
I know him as Silent Bob. Whenever I see him on TV,
Yeah.
Kevin
he's always
James.
Silent
Yep.
Bob.
King of Queens. Kevin
Smith.
Okay.
Yeah, you're right.
He lost a ton of weight.
Yeah,
Looks weird.
looks good. Anyway, all right, let's wrap it up, fellas.
Mhm.
It was an awesome show. Great talking with Rob about flat Earth and getting some facts in there.
It was a nice
Yes.
mellow show, you know?
It
We
was.
kind of kept
Mellow.
it cool.
Yeah,
I
didn't
like it. I thought it was going to
Cool.
get heated, but
No, we kind of.
Nah.
I,
I
I,
was
I
scared.
I think
saw
it's what,
I
I
was
we're
really
sitting. We're
scared.
sitting in
Why?
good spots.
Dude, Rob. When the beginning when Rob started talking, I could just see him like he was, like
Timid,
talking up
timid.
here. He like didn't know what to say. He
And
didn't
then
want to
he
fuck
settled-
up. He was like,
And then he
I was
settled
so
in.
scared.
Settled in.
It was fire.
"That was a good show. I
Good
liked
show.
it."
Anyway, guys, please, if you have any listener questions, submit them, direct message, any email. Visit our website. Fucking become a supporter. Sign up for exclusive discounts. You get the podcast earlier than everyone else. You guys can get discounts to our new store that just opened up. We're gonna be coming out with posts for that, so please be on the lookout for that. Selena, where can we find you?
On Instagram at __ Selena Bina with 2 A's.
Brian.
On Instagram at Savastar SAVASTAAR and Twitter is the same.
Ryan.
My Instagram is Ryan Griffin. My Twitter is Rye4N Griffin.
Rob.
I'm at Instagram at Robbie Guns, ROBBIEGUNZ _.
Yes, sir.
You can find me at 25 Legacy. Most importantly, find us at You've Been Mic'd.
No spaces, no apostrophes, no nothing. You've been mic'd. Also, www.you'vebeenmic'd.com. No spaces, no apostrophe, no nothing.
New giveaway. Be on the lookout for that. That post will be out shortly. Thank you for tuning in to You've Been Mike. Get fucking with it or get fucking lost.
Peace.